I love Worthington schools. I moved to Worthington when I was 5 years old. My very first friend in Worthington was Kristen Watson, who works at Brookside. She and her sister Kelly befriended me, and we have been friends for 45 years. Some of my closest friends today are friends that I made in school. I went to elementary school at Colonial Hills. My favorite thing to do at Colonial Hills was early bird tumbling. I can still hear I Love Rock and Roll playing loud on the speaker. I went to Worthingway. My first day, I came home in tears, telling my parents I'm never going back because I couldn't reach the top of my locker. But I went back, and my years at Worthingway were my favorite. Jeff Maddox and I went to Worthingway together. I've known Jeff since we were 7 years old. I have many stories I could share about Jeff. If you only knew what I knew about our HR director. I had a great time in high school. My mom, she worked for the school district, so she knew everybody, and I couldn't get away with anything. She even had John Lyons, the mail delivery guy, chauffeur my date and I to my junior prom. She clearly had clever ways of keeping an eye on me. After high school, I went off to college, got a job, got married, and started raising a family. That time, I never left Worthington. I wanted my kids to have the same experiences that I did. In 2007, I saw a job posting for a secretary position at the district office. It piqued my interest. At that time, my kids attended Wilson Hill and KMS. Maybe in the back of my mind, I was thinking, if I got the job, I could spy on my kids too, like my mom. So I applied, and I got the job. I was so excited to work for Worthington Schools. I loved my job, and I knew this was where I wanted to be. 3 years later, we received a phone call that my husband's job was being transferred to St. Louis. I was devastated. We let the kids finish the school year, we packed up and we moved. We were now living in a big city we knew nothing about, no friends, no family. I remember my daughter's freshman orientation. We sat in an auditorium just like this, off to the side by ourselves, watching all the students and their families so excited for the upcoming school year. This was not the way it was supposed to be for us. We were in St. Louis for 5 years. We adjusted, we made new friends. My daughter had graduated high school and was in her first year in college, and my son was doing really well in middle school. Things were good for us, but it wasn't Worthington. In 2015, a friend called me from Worthington, letting me know that there was an opening back at the district office. It piqued my interest again. At that time, my husband's job, he could work remotely. Maybe this was our opportunity to move back. So I decided to apply, and I got the job. I was coming home. I've come full circle. I've been back for 7 years. I am so excited to be working back for Worthington. I'm excited that my son was able to go through Thomas Worthington. He graduated in 2020, which was not the year that we had expected. But I was excited that he got to share those same experiences that I did. I am so thankful to be back in Worthington. I truly love my job. I love my coworkers. I love my school community. I love Worthington Schools.